ourselves a sunny day today, which is good. So hopefully this will melt, because we're talking 17 degrees right now with the sun. So that temperature is definitely inflated with the sun. But you can see, you know, half of my lane is still ice. So actually just plowed for kind of plow. I mean, I barely plowed. It was more shoveling walks and stuff. But I had a longtime client, one of my first clients, sweet older lady. She lives far. She was like the one I kept from when I moved 3-4 years ago. But I used to sub her out, and she did not. The last year, she did not get along with the subcontractor. I don't know. They went back and forth with him damaging cobblestones, but she also like refuses to pay him. So I don't know. Whatever. It is what it is. But she ended up moving and getting. Number one, it was too far for me. It still is too far, but the driveway she has now is barely a driveway. It's just like a little walkway and basically like a parking space. So I told her I'll just handle it. But I'm like, I'll handle it, but you know, it's gonna be at my convenience, because you're, you know, 25 minutes out of the way. It's 20 miles out of the way. It's 40 miles round trip. You know, you're paying a premium for that. But anyway, other than that, we're done. Other than that, we're done. Including that, we're done. We have, other than the one that now I've gone there twice. The guy told me they'd be going out in the morning. I don't know. I guess there still is time in the morning. He told me a while ago that he'd be going out. I swung by because I thought enough time had passed since he texted me that he's blocking the driveway. He has a car at the very top of the driveway. It's a long driveway. It's like a quarter-mile driveway. But only one like lane wide, so I can't get around. So whatever. He said this is the one that they're it's not their like full-time house. So he said that they'd be gone by 1. So I was like, all right, whatever. I'll just do it later. You know, because we got people coming over. We got an inauguration party. It is January 20th. 2025, the day we've all been waiting for. So I've been hustling. I've been up since, honestly, I've been up since 2:30 a.m. Out working since 3:30 a.m. But this is everything's pretty much just wet. You do have like side there. I don't know if you can see that. You do have some slick conditions here and there, but overall not too bad. This is like the only day of like a lot of sunshine, so I want to see if I can get my driveway 100%. But before I do the driveway, I want to do the roof, because this stuff ain't melting anytime soon based on the temperatures. So I gotta get my roof shovel out, scrape the roof, which then falls into the driveway and walkways, so I got to do all that first. Got to move the cars around. It's, you know, I got a brand new car. I don't want that like chilling on the road, so it's kind of a process. Sure, we're good here. It's kind of a process, but this truck is so salty you can't even see out of that. Actually, it looks better in the camera. I should use my phone camera to try and see, but you can't see out of that mirror from my point of view. But anywho, shout out real quick to Beekman guys. You're out in the middle of the night. I'm telling you, hands down the best taking care of roads around here. Not even close are the Beekman roads. So shout out to those guys who worked very hard throughout the night, and still continue to. I know they probably have a guy or two out here touching things up as like people plow out in front of the roads and stuff. I hate when people do that. It the guys like us such a bad rep. And one more thing I'm going to vent about is just coming home here. I had a lady, she comes flying. I'm on a road like this, right? Just minding my own business. There was a road to the right. She comes flying, almost T-bones me. But she's riding my ass. Which, whatever. I mean, I don't got nowhere to. I'm not. You know, I know the conditions seem okay, but sometimes they're slick. So I'm going whatever. But there's also guys like us plowing. So we're coming to a crest over the crest of this hill, not this hill here, but a crest of a hill, and there's a plow truck backing out of a driveway. Now, if you don't plow, it's very difficult to sometimes make sure that the coast is clear. This guy did the best he could. He had time. I started slowing down to kind of let him, you know, back out, but he was way ahead. This bitch starts to go into the oncoming lane. There's a 450 dually hauling ass right towards her, about to hit her head on. Oh my God. And she quickly ducked back into my lane. And then I just stopped and I let this guy do, I was waving him. I was like, dude, widen out the driveway as wide as you can. Take your time, man. This bitch needs to wait. I also threw, although I don't know how much effect it had, but I threw my lights on back at her, my rear spotlights and stuff. But anyhow, that's all. You can, guys working on the Kubota there, Martin. But we're just about home. Time to take care of my own home and get ready for Donnie time, baby. We're getting close. We're getting close. It's warming up. Peace. All right, third time's a charm. We have no car here. I already opened it up, but it's not going to be perfect because they have. Sorry, just bear with me a second as I turn this thing around. Shift this into 4. Alright, we got this in float, angled off to one side. It's gonna be, instead it's not gonna be perfect because you could see they were walking, they kept the car up there, which is a little frustrating, but it's okay. I want to make sure that they could get out. I get it. Whoa. Oh, looked like they were sledding. That's cute. All right. We're gonna back up. Can't see anything. See out that mirror a little bit. See out that mirror at all. Oops. As we smack the other one. Let's bring this wing in. Let's go this way. Alright. Just the last second we're going to turn there. We're just going to get our wings, we don't have wings, are angled into the scoop. I need a third hand to do this. What do I do? just spread this plow out a little bit. And just a little tiny push right here. Straight as can be. Again, my apologies, it's very difficult to do. Oops. I can't ever get around this tree. So we just kind of, rather than do the circle, we just kind of Y it, make a Y out of it. 2 little parking areas, a little parking area there. And then, whoops, don't do that. Over here this way. I do feel bad, but I don't think this is where they usually park their cars. Alright, back up slower. Just obviously have to watch that column. Watch this planter here. A lot of little obstacles. I'm actually going to angle this better. Sorry. Alright, we're afloat. We're going up this driveway here. This is pure ice. Switch to 2 so we can make good turns. That's the little pile we got there. And we'll just push that to the side. And that's it. That's all she wrote. Usually don't like to leave a little, even though I know they're not coming back. Shut our controller off. Pop it in there. I cleared out a space for the mail, but honestly, I didn't have enough room with. So the mail guy might have to get out. He might make it, but that's the driveway. It looks a little straggler, but not too bad. We're done. Totally done with this storm. I did, real quick, I did look at the National Weather Service snow total, the official like snow total reports, and a bunch of 7s, 6.5s and 7 inches around here. So that's what we were working with, 6.5 to 7 inches. There was one 7.5, so 6.5 to 7.5. So I was going to, before seeing that, I never really get out and measure, but I was like, it was about 6 inches. I'll bill it as a 4 to 6, because I didn't want anybody like arguing with me. But once I have that in writing as proof from, the what do you call it? National Weather Service, then that's all I kind of need. And listen, I'm never trying to money grab. Yes, I do this for money, but I'm never ever trying to make it a point that, trying to get an extra dollar out of somebody. I'd rather keep the business over the long term. That's just what I rather do. But we haven't had like, this hasn't been a plowable event at all in January. There were a couple like borderline ones that I did for the people, like really like 1.5 to 2 inch events that I could argue were an even 2 inches that I did out of the quote unquote kindness of my heart for the ones that were prepays, just because they're nice, they prepay, which is helpful for me, especially at the beginning of the season. So beginning of the season, little storm, hey, it's also nice to iron the wrinkles out and whatever. But point in case that my per storm ones, we didn't really bill out anything at all. So nice. I think everybody's gotten one bill. I went out a couple times, but in one area it didn't snow, one area it did snow, and vice versa. Those two areas flip-flop for the next one. So all in all, we're gonna bill out 6 to 8 inch event, and we'll bill for the correct amount of minutes. And it's one of these that like you don't really want to send out big bills for the first ones, but it is what it is, man. It's a lot of it's an expensive business to be in, and there's a lot of upkeep with the trucks, the plows, the this, the that. I'm sorry, but I don't do this for free. So they signed the contract, they know what they're going to get charged, and we have the proof from the National Weather Service, and that's in our contract. That's what we go by, whatever they report. Made it very clear that I'm not going house to house measuring every single client. There's always a report from the couple towns that we do, and if for whatever reason there's not one, there's always the opposite one, that's what we go off of. Very clear and simple. But that's it. We're done. We got to now send out all the invoices. I'm just going to touch up my own driveway because like I said, we have a big freeze coming. Luckily, today I'll show you, it's the heat of the day, so to speak, right at 2:43, and it's 21 degrees. So You know, not heat of the day by any means, but luckily we did get some melting with the sun and stuff. So just going to shovel off any last bit that I can before this becomes what it is, so to speak. So everybody stay safe. Hopefully wherever you are, it's snowing, and you know, hopefully it's a good situation, you know, whether you want the snow or whether you don't want the snow. But peace.